Good morning and welcome to the Sport for Business Day. I'm joined this morning by two-time All-Ireland winner Jennifer Dunne, representing the Dublin Ladies Gaelic Football Association senior team. It's been a summer where the GAA has focused much more on club than on county, but now we're getting ready. The All-Ireland series is on the horizon. AIG are back with the Dublin camp and they've produced a new online video series to mark that as well. But you're very welcome, Jennifer.
Hi, thanks, Mel, Rob.
Tell me, it's been a summer where you've been back with club to some degree of success. How does it feel now to be crossing back over into the blue rather than the red and white?
Yeah, it's a bit surreal, really. Obviously, it's a tough time for everyone, and there probably was a time back in like April, May, when I thought that there probably wouldn't be a hope of this happening at all. So, no, it is great, and obviously it was really enjoyable to have that time to go back to your clubs, because obviously when you're playing with Inter-County sometimes you don't get the chance. So definitely I've really appreciated the time that I've been playing with Coola this summer, and obviously I've been able to play a bit of Camogie as well, which is obviously always great. So no, it's great to be back as well. That like the last week or two we're back training now and there's a good buzz around the camp, but as you know, it's kind of a quick turnaround. We only have about 4 or 5 weeks before we're back into it, so it's all guns blazing and everyone's head down to kind of get going again.
It's not that much of a foreshortened because there wasn't going to be a Leinster championship this year in the Inter-County anyway. Do you think, from having seen your teammates and your colleagues, I'm sure everybody is at a reasonable pitch that having played through the full season?
Everyone's been doing their bit, especially with club and stuff, so no one's really lost that kind of match fitness really. It might need a bit of a rejig, but everyone's been playing away and keeping up the skills, and like that with the club season obviously going ahead, everyone did get lots of game time, which was great. So it's kind of just, back and regroup and kind of a new focus now ahead and kind of park all the club stuff. So, everyone's looking forward to it. And obviously Donegal and Waterford will be both quite competitive teams. So it will be a tough few weeks, but we're raring to go anyway.
And everybody pitching for you as the reigning All-Ireland champions. The All-Ireland final this year, touch wood, all going well, will be on the weekend before Christmas. How does it feel? Is it going to be very different playing in the autumn, playing under floodlights perhaps in some of the midweek matches that might be needed? Yeah,
it'll be a bit weird. I think just the conditions obviously will be a lot different. Pitch-wise, it'll probably be a lot heavier on the legs and obviously a lot colder as well. So you'll need probably a bit of Under Armour and the skins and the likes. But no, at the end of the day, I guess everyone's just probably happy to be back playing a bit of inter-county football. And no, we're all looking forward to it and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it is a bit weird having the match in all the way in December.
You mentioned the fact that you played a bit of camogie over the summer as well for the club. You're a dual player at a dual club. Your DCU colleague Aisling Maloney has been across the media over the last couple of days pointing out the ridiculous nature of being asked to play 2 finals, football and camogie, back to back over a weekend. With Coola, you faced the same experience or challenge last year. Without going into too much of the detail, how do you feel that the two organisations are they doing enough to actually rule out these kind of clashes taking place into the future?
Yeah, no, like it is a tough one, and obviously I've seen lots of what Ash has been saying recently, and obviously with us last year it was unfortunate that we ended up conceding the Camogie Championship because the clash on the same day. It's just a hard one, I guess, like as in the lads obviously have one association, one umbrella, so probably it's easier to run when they're all coherently going with one another. I guess, I don't know if it's something they would look at in the future, combining the two together, but it has been brought up now a few times that there are clashes, especially for dual players. It's a lot to ask of them to play certain matches where, as with the lads, you probably wouldn't get that. So it's just a tough one, and I don't know, it's obviously being a dual player as well, there have been a few times when it's clashed and whatnot, but I don't know if it's something that they would look into doing, but for the clubs and for maybe for the dual players, sometimes it would be nice if there was just a bit of a kind of more coherent kind of bond, and if they kind of were going along the same lines more so.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't encourage you to do 2 sports, but it's probably quite difficult anyway, because the level of intensity now that you're facing into playing at Inter-County as well as at club means that it's a full-on commitment, even just committing to one code. Do you think the generation that's coming along behind you, will they be able to keep going in both football and camogie? Because there's a great tradition of it, but it does seem to be increasingly difficult.
Yeah, no, it is tricky, and I think it definitely is something that as I said, when you're playing with Dublin, I didn't get a chance to play any of the camogie, so this year having that break to kind of get away and play camogie was an outlet for me, and I definitely enjoyed it. And I think there are so many dual players out there that would also love that time, but I guess it's just one of those ones where there's no real answer at the moment, and obviously it's disappointing to see, but I don't know what the answer is really at the end of the day. Like, it would be great if they could kind of run along the same lines and go and maybe be a bit more considerate, but I guess they're each their own, and they're both their own associations, so they do have to follow their own plans, and they at the beginning of the year they set out a timeline and a plan, so I guess they're probably just going on what they know and how they hope to run their associations.
Okay, well, the very best of luck with the final stages of the club season, because it's not quite over for you yet. You've got a Senior 2 camogie final out at Applestown at the weekend on Sunday, so the very best of luck with that. Then going into the championship again, looking for your third, Dublin's fourth consecutive All-Ireland title. The very best of luck to you, Jennifer Dunne.
Thanks a lot, Rob.